We always say if we say if we were gay, we would all the time. So there's that. Like, we are perfect for each other, but I just don't like. Sorry. And I can't make out with a beard. So those are my only struggles. It's not that I'm opposed to being gay. I just can't do it. So, but yeah, I'll
Howdy there, folks, and welcome back to the Average AF Podcast, brought to you by Adaker Productions. How's it going out there, world?
I guess, are we going? Are we in the episode now?
Yeah, we're in it, dude.
Okay.
But guess what?
What?
So with
you
the
gotta
whole
stop yelling, but what?
with the whole intro going on,
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Cool.
the new intro,
Yep.
there's been some country music going on at work.
Okay.
So you know what I know how to do now?
Oh, no. Do you know how to play the banjo?
No, I know
That's
how.
the only thing I care about.
Bro, I know how to get a country girl's attention.
Oh, God. Well, I'm from the country, so we will see about that.
You know how you do it?
Oh.
A tractor.
Oh, my God.
I saw it coming.
I was
going
going to say, I feel like BJ saw that one coming. But yeah,
man.
thank you guys for checking out the episode. If you're watching on YouTube, which we definitely recommend that you do, you'll notice something a little different.
Word.
For those,
Watch the video.
well, we got to give it away because we're
Give it away,
newbies.
give it away, give it away now.
Yeah. Now, do you know who even sang that? I bet you don't. I know BJ does.
Yes, I do.
Hold on.
Oh my God, I'm so upset at you
I
right
know.
now.
I can't think. Dude, I'm horrible with names.
Do you want me to tell you?
Anthony Kiedis.
Yep. Okay. All right. He's a big MMA fan too, by the way.
See, I'm horrible
Oh,
with
he is?
names. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Well, I didn't honestly know his name for a long time, but the band you should definitely know.
Flea.
Beastie
Flea.
Boys.
No. That's
Wow.
Look, I love
Swing and a miss.
Look, I love this band, but that's very disrespectful to the
I'm
Beastie
just playing.
Boys.
Who?
No, you're not.
Who is it?
It's Red Hot Chili Peppers, bro.
That's what I was gonna go with
No,
first.
you weren't.
I was.
I saw it. He was about to say it.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, yeah, if you guys are just listening and not watching, we are holding our microphones this week. And the reason I bring that up is because with these types of microphones, you got to like hold them right,
Yeah.
you know, or they'll kind of like cut out like this, like, you know, and you can't really hear it. But the only reason I bring it up is because if we do that and you can't hear it,
We
get over it.
apologize.
It's all Baker's fault.
Word.
Well, we had two different takes on that.
We apologize for you not watching the video.
Did you hear what I said?
We're not sorry.
I said get over it.
Oh.
And you said we apologize.
Whatever.
We have two very very different outlooks.
That's 'cause
on
Now,
you're-
is that a synonym or an antonym?
Oh,
Yeah. But hold on real
that's
quick.
an antonym.
Hold
That's
on.
what I thought.
What?
With all this rain coming.
Oh God.
Don't you?
With all this rain, you know what I'm saying? I got something.
I don't
Are you ready?
follow dad
Did you
jokes.
know
Go ahead.
that the umbrella really wasn't supposed to be called the umbrella? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
They just called it Brella or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was just called umbrella. But then when the guy was naming it, they were like, hey, what do you want to name this invention? He fucking hesitated and he was like, umbrella.
Oh my God. That's just terrible joke writing. That's just terrible joke writing. And you're happy about that. And you're happy
I just
about
like
that.
how upset all of this makes you.
Well, I only get upset.
I love it.
I only get upset because I'm such a big fan of comedy.
Yes.
And these are the worst jokes of all time.
Should I-
Like, some of them are creative and funny, but, I mean, most of them are not.
I love them. They get me through.
They're
They're amazing.
What was the other one? Oh, dude, Adam, I sympathize with batteries. I'm never included in anything either.
Oh my god. I only buy toys for Harper if the batteries come with it. Fact. It's actually not a fact.
Judge
That's not a fact.
I was about to say,
That's not a
damn,
fact, but
she don't get any toys. Dude,
she only gets mad stuffed animals.
masked up animal. Here's a kickball, dear.
Right. Oh no, she's brutal with soccer.
Yeah, true.
I do want to say too, guys, especially if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe and comment and all that stuff. I didn't realize, I guess I've been saying it for a little while now, but I didn't realize till recently how much you guys liking the video actually helps.
Right.
If you like the video, the more you do that, the more our videos show up on recommended videos for other people on YouTube. So
which equals more subscribers.
yeah, and that's all we're trying to do. Speaking of the more subscribers, though,
yes,
we got those new stickers.
We do.
Have you seen these new stickers? I put them on Instagram, but I never said that they were actually going to be stickers. But it's the QR code.
Oh, okay. I saw you post the QR code.
Yeah.
But
So I got literally 1,000 stickers
holy buckets.
of this QR code, and it says, "I know you're curious. Scan here." And then in the fine print, there's a little bit of fine print in the bottom for you to like look extra hard, and it says it's not a trap. I swear. But they
That's
scan
funny.
it. They scan it, and it takes them to like a video of us just being like, "Hey, you scan the sticker.
We know you're curious."
Like,
Do you want to go a little bit farther?
right. But it's just like a 90-second video or something. And I've only put a couple of them out because obviously we can't really like put those everywhere. I can't really put those at work.
Just be like the other jackasses out there and stick it to a stop sign.
Well, see, but you can't really do that
9/11
either.
was a hoax.
You can't, but that's fine for that sticker. But for a scan here sticker, you can't put it there.
I got it. Just stop the car.
Yeah, but
They're at a
nobody's
stop sign.
Nobody's
Let's
gonna
get out.
scan it. Nah, it's not gonna happen. You got to put it in high traffic areas.
You got to get in somebody's car and put it on their rearview mirror.
I thought about putting some stickers under people's like windshield wipers, like they do like business cards or whatever. Because I have 1,000 of them.
Go to a retail establishment and where they have like the Better Business Bureau sticker and all that other stuff, put it right there.
You know what I did yesterday? Not ashamed. Well, definitely not ashamed. I don't care. I was at a gas station in Dublin where I work, and I opened the cooler door. And as I opened the door, I just slapped a sticker on it right there.
Dude, that's Mission Impossible right there.
So there's a gas station with a random scan here, and there's gonna
That's
be mad
awesome.
people in there. But you got to put them in like bathrooms,
Yeah.
like urinals, like put them there.
Yeah.
So people, because when you're at a urinal, you have nothing to look at.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that sticker every time. You might not scan it, but you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
Dude, shout outs Dublin. They got the best skate park around. Just
Yeah,
saying.
Dublin's dope.
Yeah.
I put one in the McDonald's drive-through,
There you go.
right on the wall. Which I guess I shouldn't say since like BJ's whole family basically owns all of McDonald's.
Wow, that is so far from true.
They're never gonna listen to this anyway. But yeah, I put
So
one.
you think?
I put one right on the wall of McDonald's where you're gonna be in the drive-through,
Yeah.
just waiting to pull forward. You're gonna be like,
What
scan
is
here,
that?
right?
I'm curious now.
But they normally get taken off after like a day or two. Somebody
Yeah,
sees
usually maintenance guys and stuff.
Yeah.
They look for that stuff
Yeah.
and take it down.
it. Yeah,
Dang.
but so that's fun. It's just playing a little I don't even know what you would call it, but having fun, putting stickers everywhere, trying not to get caught, trying to put them in high traffic areas where hopefully they don't get taken
Right.
down. Like that cooler one. I feel like the cooler one at the gas station.
That'll be there for a little bit, I bet.
It's going to be there because the workers aren't going to realize that shouldn't be there.
Right. They'll probably like, what did the Pepsi guy put here this
Right.
time?
Yeah.
So put them all on cooler doors.
We'll put them all on cooler doors.
But
But
you guys introduce yourselves? Do you guys usually do that
I
or
don't
no?
know. We normally do, but I mean,
Tell them now it's by Daker Productions.
yeah, I guess he does
Yeah.
say a Daker Productions now, but yeah, I mean, who cares? Nobody cares who we are.
Yeah. I'm Ryan. Or Baker.
I'm the guy that pisses people off. Adam.
Those are all proper names.
Adam.
But yeah, also I gotta
8
say
minutes
this.
in.
I gotta say this. You owe me $10, bro. Actually, I owe you 20, but you also owe me 10.
Fuck.
And you don't know why.
I don't, but what? and you owe me 20?
I do owe you 20 from the Patreon. Shout out to the Patreon. Thank you guys.
Word, holla.
I owe you more than that, but you actually owe me more than that. But then I also owe you 20, but then you also owe me 10. So and we're really focused on the $10 right here.
All right, let's focus on the $10.
But you owe me $10.
For what?
It's funny that you don't even know.
The fuck didn't I do?
It was something we talked about last week. I think BJ listened to the episode, so if he thinks real long and hard, he might know it.
I'm getting there. I remember this conversation.
Yep. Something that me and Tim actively bet that you would not do.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, I'll do it. And I'm like, no, you won't. I'll bet you $10 that you won't. We actively bet.
I got to think of what it was because now I remember something going on.
Roll back the tape to the last episode. It was in the first probably 10 minutes. Go check it out. But
can I say what I think it is?
Give him another minute to think on it. Because he's not going to get it, but I like this moment.
I hate you right now. Oh, man. What was it?
I like holding these mics, man.
It
gives me a lot more freedom. Yeah.
It's that exercise, baby.
Yeah, bro.
I can't. I don't. Fuck.
Do you want a hint?
Yes, give me a hint. I get it right off rip.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say one hint, but that would make it too obvious. It would be something that you can do while doing something else.
There we go. Yeah,
that's a pretty good one without giving away.
Yeah.
You could have done this at literally any point in the last week, any point you wanted,
and I didn't.
And I knew you wouldn't.
And I didn't.
I knew you wouldn't. All of our listeners right now are like screaming, like it's the Dalai. Like
it's the Dalai.
I know Jackie definitely is. Yeah, they're like it's the Dalai Lama. Yeah,
the Dalai Lama.
You definitely didn't do the Dalai Lama.
Fuck, man.
And I knew
I
you
give
wouldn't.
up. What is it? I don't fucking know.
Listen to a podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Especially the teacher.
How do you know?
Yeah, the episode where we ripped on you.
Yeah.
How do you know I didn't?
Because I know you. I didn't even have to ask you.
The confidence.
Yeah, I didn't even ask you if you listen. I just said, "Hey, man, you owe me $10."
Damn it.
Because I know you.
Hey, you right. You right. Fuck. Damn. Well played.
And it was just funny the confidence you had. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
Right. I'm like, dude, you won't. You won't though.
So let me just go into one of these up here real quick.
All right. He's embarrassed.
I blame that shit on third shift vacation.
Oh God.
Segue.
I ain't doing that shit again. Probably. I feel like. I mean, I'm going to.
Well,
for
you
sure,
never gonna
but-
take another vacation.
Oh my God, dude!
You took like a 8 or 9 day vacation.
Yeah,
though.
dude. And then it hit on a holiday too. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like 10 days off, and I was just getting adjusted to third, right? Like everything kind of minus like getting some sleep like consistently. But after I go off for 10 days and I'm off my third shift,
right?
Because I went on vacation and then I was off, so it was like, all right, I'm not going back on my third shift.
Right.
And then right before I went back was the 4th of July, so we actually did shit. So I didn't get like sleep. And then I go back to work.
Yep.
Bro, and that shit was busy as hell. I go in at 11, get off at 10:30. And then I worked until about, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock the next couple of days. I got off this morning at 10.
Yep. That's wild. That
Yeah.
sucks.
And I got to go in tonight.
You got to go in tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're down to the six days right now. So I'm going back in tonight, Sean.
Oh,
Did
man.
you text me about that?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that started already. I thought it was another couple weeks.
Yeah, no, it's tonight.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, shit, well, at least I got a little bit of sleep.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny to me that, and we talked about this the other day, that me and BJ both warned you
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
about how shitty third shift
and like
is.
it's great, dude. Like, but the thing is, I love it. I love the atmosphere. I love the jobs itself, and I like that it's not as busy. like crowded and shit.
Usually the people are more relaxed.
Yeah.
It's definitely a better vibe, but it just fucks up the rest of your
quieter.
life.
Yeah, that was
I
what
just
I was
remember it
saying.
being so much quieter.
Right.
It is. It definitely is. And it's the only thing is like the consistency, like I talked about, like that's the only thing that sucks. And I think if I didn't have kids and I wiped that away.
Well, that's what we said. We said third shift is great for people without kids.
Yeah, no kids.
Yeah.
But shit, if I did that, I'd get my CDO.
Right. Well,
because I'd be
to
whip
work
gaming
there.
trailers, son.
Yeah. Like
Whip
a professional.
Yes.
Like a professional.
Gang.
Is that what that truck thing is up there that you're
Oh, no.
What's that?
That's because when I was pulling into your driveway,
Oh God. Okay.
I pulled right next to your shit.
Yeah.
Your big ass truck.
It's an F-150. It's not huge.
Listen, Linda, have you seen it next to my Colorado? That's what I'm trying to say right here.
Yeah.
So I pull in next to it and I go, God damn, this is literally an F-150. And I'm looking up at it and I'm like, God, dude, I kind of want to like look into a lift kit.
Dude, bigger
You're
trucks
just
are
going to
nice.
lift a Colorado.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't think it would look good.
But
So it's
Yeah, I
stuck
wouldn't
with
do
being
that.
as low as it is.
yeah, I
Which
wouldn't-
isn't too
well,
horrible.
especially because it's 2-wheel drive. You can't lift a 2-wheel drive. I mean, you can, but don't. You know?
What if I just like, if with 2-wheel, could I put like,
What, like at an angle?
oh, dude, could I put like big ass drag tires on the back?
No.
What are you talking about? This is America. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but the
It's
wheel wells
America.
won't allow it.
Let him do it.
But would that be the right thing to do with the rear wheel?
Just remove
No.
the bed.
No, I'm saying-
isn't that what Dom did in
You
fucking
can-
Fast and Furious with his what is that, a Charger?
Yeah, but he
You
had
can-
family.
Oh my God, those memes are pissing me off.
I think they're hilarious.
Oh my God, there was one.
The way he just threw that in there was great.
Oh
But
man,
he had family.
there was one that was like, I forget exactly what it said, but it was like, you know, sex is cool, but like, it'd be, oh man, I don't even remember, but something about,
Sounds awful.
but not as cool as family or whatever.
I was about to say, don't
And
be
then-
but
Don't
better
you-
with family.
No.
Don't be
And then-
trying to say
No.
some shit like that.
But then there was a picture of Alabama, and it said, well, why not have both?
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Bart. No, my favorite one was like the Star Wars one where it's like, he's like, Dom, what are you doing? And he's like standing next to Darth Vader. He's like, the dark side is no match for family. And the next cell is like Darth Vader cutting him in half.
Right. Oh God. Yeah, those memes are ridiculous.
shoot.
But you could physically put a lift kit on your truck. That would be fine. But also, like I said, don't.
yeah, well, I'm not going to, but
So,
I'm
you
just
know,
saying.
Once trucks are going to be cheaper again, once they start manufacturing them, and they have to dump out all the 2021 models because they're
Right.
like, well, crap, here are the 2022s, and we finally have. You'll be able to get an F-150 for pretty cheap.
Well, shit, no, I'm trying to keep mine.
Well,
Mine's
dude,
keeping forever. I just
You-
hit 46,000 miles on it
Oh, jeez.
for a
That's it?
2010.
Dang, that's it?
Yeah.
he's
buckets.
gotten lucky with vehicles.
That bitch is staying with me
Yeah.
until my son drives.
Yeah.
You remember the Ram I had?
Yeah.
How big that was?
That thing was huge.
That was only a 1500.
That's the
Was it
small-
really only
yeah.
a 15?
Yeah.
Those are the smaller
But-
sizes of the
But
bigger trucks.
it had the Hemi. It had
Oh,
the 20-inch tires
Yeah,
okay.
that were stock.
That bitch was nice.
I mean, it wasn't nice. It was
No,
a
it
work
was
truck.
nice.
But yeah, I loved it.
That's what I'm saying.
I miss it.
Mm.
If
I'm like, I love old trucks like that.
I love trucks. Like
yeah.
now that I have my car, like I love my car, but it's just so hard. Like I got a new TV the other
Ford.
day. I got a new TV, and like I had to be like, "Hey mom, can I borrow your car?" And I'm like,
that's the
God,
worst.
like yeah, it just seems so like such a teenage thing to do, you know?
yeah.
It's like,
I want to get, dude, I don't know, because I love the hard back that I have on my truck.
hmm
But at times it's like, damn, it's like almost an inconvenience to have it.
right. So I had one on my original Dakota, which was the first car I ever had.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the style or what it is exactly, but it was called a tonneau cover.
Yeah,
Is it,
that's right.
does that mean that it folds, or is that like a
No,
different
it's just,
style?
honestly, I think it's like a brand
Oh, okay.
anymore.
Tonneau.
I was
know.
gonna say I didn't know what the significance of that part was, but
Right.
but it had 3 folds in it
Yeah.
to where
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
it would be a hard top, but then you
Yeah.
can fold it. and then put it up to like the rear window, kind of, and it would sit up there, kind of like where like a toolbox would sit.
Yeah.
So it'd still be open back there. And dude, that was super convenient.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That would definitely be nice.
They're not that much either. You can get get like a decent one between $500 and $800.
And be able to replace like the hard cover that I have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say like
his has like a hydraulic in it too, doesn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, but the way that it looks, I feel like there's almost a way that you can take it off.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
But that's the thing. I don't know shit about that either, and I don't want to mess.
No, they're
anything
designed to
up.
be installed. You don't have to get them installed. You can do it yourself.
Well, yeah, the covers I'm talking about, you just kind of pop it on.
Yeah.
And
It's
off,
usually
but,
like clamps or something.
But I don't know how to get yours
because
on.
there was times where like when we got our mattresses and stuff,
Right.
like I couldn't do shit.
Right.
Like I drove my truck there and I'm like, well, shit, I can't do anything with this, like because I had
Because you couldn't
a
like
freaking
put it out of the
vehicle, yeah.
back or anything really.
no, like it was too big, and then I didn't have any like wiggle room at all. So I'm like, damn, like
Yeah.
So it's nice at times, but at the same time, like, because I love it if I have shit in there and it rains.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Because boom, nothing's happening.
Because do you have a hard cover on yours?
I had a soft cover on it actually, and it blew up on the highway. I was going and I had it tied back because it was a soft cover, but it's still tri-folded.
Yeah.
And then I had buckles to hold it there. And I get on the highway. I'm going north on 71 to one of my Cleveland stores, and I just heard poof, and it just like
Took off like
the
a
wind
parachute?
caught it, and
Yeah.
it just expanded. Luckily, it didn't release, but it snapped all the armatures in there, and it's just like dangling on the side of the truck. And I get to the side and I tear it all off, and throw it in the truck and strap it down. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Jeez.
Right.
scared the crap out
Yeah,
of me.
I bet.
Oh, I bet.
Imagine that. Imagine you seeing that, like being behind you.
me.
Yeah.
I was so worried that one of the armatures came flying off, but they were all attached to it.
That's
It could have
good.
been real
That's
bad.
good.
Jesus.
But the one I was looking at, I think was like $800 to replace it. I needed a hard top because when I travel for the stores, I usually have pretty expensive equipment in there to take from store
Yeah,
to store.
so you
Right.
need
So
to
they
make
can't
sure
just-
it's covered.
Yeah, and it's a locking one. I think it was $800. It was a trifold, and you could even, once you trifolded it to the back, it could flip up and latch to the cab, so you have full
Right.
bed, but you wouldn't see out the back.
Yeah.
But you have full bed
Oh, okay.
access. And that one was, I forget where I was. I was just like one of those companies that do those specifically online.
Mine came with my truck, so I don't know anything about it, but it was
Yeah.
super convenient.
Yeah, that sounds super convenient. But yeah, I mean, I love it. I love mine. But I don't know.
I definitely miss having a truck, man.
And I like how it can lock, though, because that's
Yeah.
the nice thing, too. Like, with the way that it's set up with my top cover, it can lock, so.
So let me show off my professionalism real quick. You ready for this?
You got some?
Because this is a smooth transition. You ready?
Ready.
I wish I had
Run
a
it.
truck, because if tomorrow we end up going to your house for the UFC fight, I would bring my new 60-inch TV.
Word.
But I'm excited for the UFC fight.
That's what I'm screaming.
See how that transitions?
Gang, gang,
Yeah.
me too.
Oh, dude, professional.
Yeah, son.
Nothing but professional.
But yeah, dude, I'm super excited. It's UFC 264. For anybody that listens, we've said it multiple times, but we always record these on a Friday, so obviously this hasn't happened yet.
Right.
But the episode will come out next week. So by the time you're hearing this, the fight obviously already happened.
Why don't you say your predictions for each one so you
Well,
can
right.
like, dial
That's-
it back? We
We're
can
going to
see how
start
wrong
from
you
the
were.
bottom.
That's my plan. No,
Let's just do the main card.
Yeah, just the main card. I mean, I could talk about all of them or most of them anyway, because obviously I'm a big MMA fan. But the main card, man, I'm super excited.
Yeah, who you going with?
Well, so we'll save the main event at the end.
All right.
But for the first fight on the main card is Sean O'Malley and Chris Mutino.
I'm glad you're pronouncing the fucking names.
Can you zoom in at all? I think you can, right?
Adam's
Sweet.
blind.
I'm definitely blind. But Chris Moutinho is just fighting. He just got the call like a couple days ago because O'Malley's dude like backed out. I forget why.
Damn.
Yeah. But O'Malley's definitely gonna murder him in that one. I like Sean O'Malley a lot.
Do they lose like? do they get fined or anything for backing out last minute or anything?
Probably.
No, I don't. They don't get fined or anything. They just obviously don't get paid.
Right.
Shit, they should fine you. The fucking doctors and shit do. If you don't cancel within 24 hours, we'll bill you fucking half the price.
Now they do they do something similar if you miss weight, like this next fight, which is
I remember when, like, I mean, it was ages ago, like, was it the Crow Cop one where the other guy was missing weight like 3 times, and then I think that was the one they gave the pay-per-view for free.
Oh, really?
You remember that? They gave the pay-per-view for free because the main event
rigged.
I forget who it was, but he missed weight twice, so the belt couldn't be on the line. Because they didn't weigh in right. They still had the fight. And I just remember everybody was booing the whole time. I wish I could remember who that was.
Well, a lot of times now, yeah, they'll still have the fight if they miss weight, but yeah, they'll take the belt away.
Yeah.
Or if there is one. But like this next fight, these are 2 ladies, not females.
Irene Aldana.
Yeah, and they're both ranked. I don't know too much about. I know Aldana's a beast, but she missed weight by like 4.5 pounds.
Damn,
that's a lot.
Which is a lot. Now,
what's she doing?
Well, they said, I don't know, but what I heard was that she came to the fight, like to the fight week, to the hotel, kind of overweight, but it was because that she recently had COVID, she recently had injuries and kind of stuff like that.
Oh, that's...
And then what they speculate is her nutritionist kind of made an executive decision to kind of take the hit on missing weight, because you give up, I think last I knew, it's like 30% of your fight purse is given to the other person if you miss weight. So it's a big deal.
That's a large percentage for what they get for doing this.
Yeah, but so for her, she would have had to weigh in at 136 pounds or less to be bantamweight.
Yeah.
And so she had to cut 3.5 more pounds. And I haven't done it, obviously, look at me, but for those of you who like think 3.5 pounds isn't much to lose, it's not when you're like this, you know.
Right.
But when you're already sucked down a lot and you need to lose another 5 pounds.
Well, it's when you're not your body mass index, but your actual your fat ratio.
I don't know. Yeah,
that's why they pay their nutritionists
your like body fat ratio or whatever. The percentage is like when they're at 0% body fat, they got nothing to lose.
Right. Yeah. Well, she could have lost more. I mean, that's me, I guess, sounding like a dick. Like, looking at her, because they did the weigh-in today.
Yeah.
Looking at her, she could have lost more, but to lose another 4 pounds in the next day or two while she's already trying to cut weight, it's just not healthy for her.
Yeah.
And it would definitely, if she's already struggling with it, it would definitely affect her performance.
Yeah. Especially if she's already going through all that with all that other shit going on.
Can you imagine having to give up 30% of your purse and you get knocked out?
Well, yeah. So
on TV,
that shit would be nuts.
So
luckily, I don't carry a purse.
Do you mind looking that up? What UFC fighters lose when they miss weight? I think it's like 25-30%.
Reputation.
Yeah, and when they miss weight like 2 or 3 times, usually they kind of get cut. It should pop up pretty quick because it's a percentage.
20 to 30. Yeah, 20 to 30.
Fine 20 or 30% of their purse, which goes to their opponent. Yep. Oh, and they're ineligible for obviously championships.
That's where the belt comes off the table.
Yeah, and fight bonuses, which is, I mean, that makes sense too.
But they still get, they don't lose any of their like sponsorship money or anything, do they?
Well, now it's different because the sponsorship,
they may be cut from the promotion. Oh,
yeah, sucks. They kind of don't get that much sponsorship money anymore, which is why I don't know because I know you watched UFC a long time ago, or not a long time ago, but years ago or whatever.
In the before time, long ago.
Do you remember Brendan Schaub at all?
I do.
He's a heavyweight. He has a podcast. I love his podcast. I watch it every week.
Nice.
But the reason he ended up getting out of the UFC is because they switched to like Reebok fight gear, and it was like a sponsorship deal through Reebok.
Like for the UFC fighters. Like
Yeah.
You had to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you had to wear Reebok gear, and you couldn't wear anything else other than Reebok gear, and you can't have your own sponsorships on your shorts anymore.
Oh,
Damn.
that's just taking money, money off their plate.
They do get a good amount usually. They still get a good amount of sponsorship money, but
And Reebok's not even like that big. Like
Well-
it's big, but it doesn't seem like it's that.
they just recently switched to Venom actually within the last month or two.
Did they?
Okay.
But the whole point was he actually ended up getting out of his contract and stuff and having beef with Dana because he would wear like his podcast shirt and make more money on merch than he did like in the fight, basically.
Wow.
And he's like now I can't wear my own merch, and he's like, why am I going through all this blah blah blah, to take a pay cut.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
can't, patch up my shorts with other sponsorships. And, so that was a whole ordeal as well.
Damn.
Because they still, this is the part that always drove me nuts on UFC. So you're sweaty, you just like won the fight or lost the fight, and your team runs over and they're just throwing a shirt on you.
Right.
And I when I'm super sweaty, if I'm like skating or something and a shirt comes off and stuff, first thing that happens when I'm done, I don't throw a shirt back on. I'm all sweaty. And
Yeah,
I've
but-
been rolling in the dirt.
But you would throw that shirt on for $10,000.
Yes, I would.
So that's
yeah.
why.
No question.
So
They'll be like, part of the sponsorship or whatever, like, hey, during the post fight, wear our shirt, we'll give you another $10,000 or something.
Oh, that's
So
nuts.
that's why.
Yeah.
Or you see them like holding an empty Monster can right after their fight. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're not drinking that, but
No, they're just
they're holding it there, for the promo. But we'll kind of fly through these because I know not everybody's interested in UFC, but
So we got Irene Aldana
yeah,
and
she's
Yana Kanatadaskara.
she's the one. Irene's the one who missed weight. I feel like Yana's gonna win just because she's pissed off that
Kaninska,
because
yeah.
now they have to fight at catch weight, which isn't an actual weight class.
Right.
I was about to ask about that. I don't think I've ever heard of catch weight.
Catch weight is basically between weight classes.
yeah.
Okay.
And you can have 90-pound catch weight fight. So like if Yana wins, this fight won't go to her bantamweight record either because it's a catch weight fight. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. But heavyweights tied to Ivasa and Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy was an ex-NFL player.
Oh.
Yeah,
shit.
he's a monster. But Tai Tuivasa is also a monster and a crazy Australian.
Ooh.
So I don't know who's going to win that, but I feel like it is not going to go the distance, and somebody's going to get knocked the fuck out. I would guess
I'm going Ty.
Ty just because he's been doing it longer. Like I said, Greg Hardy was he was a defensive end, I think, for the Panthers for a long time. He was a good NFL player, and then got in trouble with the NFL, I think, for domestic violence, to be honest with you.
Oh, I guess he went from beating his wife to beating up other people in the ring.
UFC doesn't
Octagon.
care. So yeah, I would go with
Garbage.
Ty too because I think Greg has only had maybe 6 or 7 fights in the UFC, something like that.
So he's a newbie.
All right, guys, a little break in the action here to shout out our Patreon producers and
Word.
our small business sponsor.
Get 'em.
The Patreon producers, we got Taylor, Tom, Patty Light, Barili, Steve Hardy, Steve Bollinger, Joel, Sarah, Anthony, Jeremiah. I always pause here every time, so I did
know
that
you
on
do.
purpose.
I can't
Nate,
stand you.
Twitch.tv/Evil Tony, and the Teacher Dummy podcast.
Isn't it Steve's birthday?
Is today the 9th?
Yeah.
It is definitely Steve's birthday.
Shout out, Steve.
Shout out, Steve. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
I still got like 2 hours to tell him, so
Yeah.
I'm not a bad friend.
So I know it's not going to be your birthday when you watch this, but happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Steve. How'd you know it was his birthday?
Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
This
about.
shit got the reminder on there.
But
Sign.
see, I'm the real friend because you said, isn't it his birthday? And I called out his birthday. I said, is it the 9th?
Yeah.
that's his birthday. So I actually know his birthday.
Facts. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You just don't know your days, dumbass.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, so
Back to the advertisement.
Shout out to our Patreon producers. Everybody there, everybody that supports us on Patreon or even on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, wherever. We appreciate all of you guys.
Absolutely. And also, day one, Brubaker Photography. Yes. Day one, they've gone ahead and supported us by being our business sponsor there. Again, that's Brubaker Photography. Find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Brubaker Photography 1.
Oh, no.
That's BRUBAKER Photography. I ain't spelling that one. They took beautiful, they go ahead and they, local business that likes to go ahead and take pictures. They can go ahead and set up appointments to go ahead and take pictures if you feel as though that's what you like. They also go ahead and do some things and post some things on Facebook for you to go ahead and set as a wallpaper if that's up your alleyway. Things of that nature, just capturing the natural beauty of life itself. So go ahead and check them out and support your local business.
We appreciate everybody. R.I.P. Harambe.
R.I.P. Harambe.
Back to the action.
He's a noob.
Yeah, the co-main event, Gilbert Burns and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Do you remember Wonderboy at all?
No.
He came on in like 2014. Gilbert Burns is kind of new.
I'm going with Steven.
You don't even know.
I don't. I'm throwing out names.
You're just never mind.
I got Sean,
but
Donna, Ty.
Gilbert Burns
Steven.
is a jiu-jitsu specialist.
Okay.
I think he's a gold medalist actually in jiu-jitsu or something like that.
That don't mean shit.
And Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is one of the best karate fighters of all time.
That means
Now,
shit.
people usually say karate's not good for the UFC, and that is usually the case, but he pieces people up, man. So
Tell it to the Karate Kid.
so I'm picking Wonderboy in that one. And then the main event, Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. I'm so excited for this. I am so excited. Now, I think you were there when we watched the last one, right?
Yeah. No. Was I?
At Steve's. I think you were.
Possibly.
But, yeah, Dustin beat him. This is a trilogy fight.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And Dustin knocked Conor out. Conor knocked Dustin out the first time. But yeah, man, I wish we could go into like more detail of this, but I know, like I said, not everybody cares.
I think Dustin's got it.
I think he does too, man. And Conor is one of my favorite fighters.
Oh yeah.
So it's hard for me to bet
He's
against
fun to
him.
watch. He really is.
Yeah. But man, I mean, you could get into like the psychology of this and stuff, but Conor's trying to like hype it up and yelling and like coming at Dustin and all that. And Dustin's like, dude, I don't care. Like all this stuff. There's if I remember, I'll put the picture up, but there's a picture from I think last night or Wednesday night. They were doing a press conference and Conor kicked at Dustin and like, during the face off, he kicked at him. And he kind of got him a little bit, but it was like a front kick. But Conor looks like so angry and like fully extended in the kick in this picture. And Dustin's just standing there with a smile and his hand in his pocket.
Because he probably got fined.
No, he doesn't get fined. They don't care.
Don't fine for you attacking somebody at the weigh-in?
No. I mean, it wasn't anything like crazy.
They don't give a shit with the UFC, dude.
UFC doesn't care.
Maybe NFL should take that consideration.
Right.
Oh, you get a fucking penalty flag for celebrating.
Oh my god.
They took that away.
Yeah, they took that away, thankfully. But yeah, anyway, I'm super excited about this card, man. It is $70 and I am paying every penny of it.
Yikes.
I do not mind.
It's a lot of pennies, bro.
It's about 7,000 pennies.
Yeah.
That's real. That's how many it is.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
So I'm super excited, man. That's all happening tomorrow.
Get it.
Are you excited?
I am.
Because we're definitely gonna watch it together, one way or the other.
Yeah, we'll FaceTime if we have to.
I mean, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Those are my predictions.
Yeah.
We'll see Wednesday if any of them come true. But I'm pretty confident in those. Pretty confident. I think. I picked 4 out of 5 that were on the left side of the screen. I just realized that.
Interesting.
But that's fine. You have a Baker level rant.
Oh yeah, I wrote that down. So
I love it.
the other
I'm
morning
excited.
I was
Now.
on vacation this week, and I needed to get some stuff done. So I was running around doing stuff, and that morning when I left the house, I'm like, dude, Taco Bell has this like steak and eggs burrito that's amazing.
Mhm.
It's so good. I love it.
The
It's like
XXL
$3.
burrito.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Oh,
It's
so
steak
good.
and eggs,
I have that
potatoes
menu
in there.
memorized. It's all good.
and it's delicious, right? So the one right over there on Lex Ave, right near my house, it's got a big
Yep.
Taco Bell sign, says breakfast right underneath it, right?
Yes, I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
So I pull into the drive-through, and like the signs say open. I don't know if they left them on or meant to turn them around or something. So it says they're open. I get there, and I kind of look closer at the door, and it says they open at 9, and it's like 8:50, and I'm like, oh man. But then I saw that the oil change place was open. I'm like, oh heck yeah, I need an oil change. I'm gonna go over there, get my oil change, swing back around, which is in the same little plaza, and get my steak burrito. It's 9 a.m. I'm starving.
Yep.
Right, and you got your mindset on this shit.
Oh,
I know
man.
that feeling.
I get the steak breakfast crunch wraps.
That-
Those are
the
so
crunch,
good.
the crunch wrap is good, but I love that burrito more. I don't know why. They're all good. Whatever.
Yes, it's all amazing.
My gut has a feeling where this is going. It's turning right now.
Let's go.
So
Because I've been here.
I get the oil change, I swing back around, I get in line, they're open, sweet. But their menu isn't changed over to breakfast. It's just got the stuff. And I'm like, oh, they forgot to change their menu over, whatever. And she's like, hey, yeah, good morning. How can I help you? And I'm like, all right, I don't see it on here, and I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's this steak and egg burrito. It's got the potatoes in it. It's delicious. And she's like, oh, we don't serve breakfast here.
Nope.
We don't serve breakfast here.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait, you're open? Yeah. I'm like, who gets Taco Bell at 9 a.m.? Like
Right.
regular Taco Bell? What? I thought about it more. I should have been like, are you the manager or something? I'm not going to complain. I'm just super curious. Can you tell me what your like
Thought process
No.
is?
It's not their. I know it's not their decision.
Right.
But I'm like, can you tell me what your transaction number and like actual dollar value is from 9 to 10 a.m.?
Right.
You guys, I can financially prove that you do not need to be open from 9 to 10 a.m.
Yeah, you don't
Especially
make
when
Save
shit.
labor.
When you're serving lunch food.
And their sign says breakfast right underneath Taco Bell.
Yep.
I was
That's
so
fucking
freaking
ridiculous.
mad.
I did this 2 weeks ago, the
Ugh.
same place. I found out because Hanley is the same way.
Yeah.
The only Taco Bell around here now.
Park Ave.
Oh, maybe Park Ave.
Oh, I don't know if they
I
do or
think
not.
they do.
I was-
Shit, now I gotta check.
The only other one that I know of is the one in Ontario, all the way out there by
Dude, on
Best
Walker
Buy.
Lake.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
That's
I mean, drive
I'd
Yeah,
been,
that's
I've been,
far.
for you, not for me.
Yep.
I'd been working on myself a lot lately, and I didn't let it. I didn't get.
You-
I was,
Me
I was,
too,
I
but
was
that's
mad.
over the line,
I was
dude.
mad.
yeah,
That's
that
too
shit.
much.
That would make me furious.
I was actually something good happened afterwards, so I let it roll off. I'm like, man, but I'm so hungry. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go over to Wendy's because they got a killer biscuits and gravy. I'm like,
Yep.
well, I don't really want to do all those carbs right now, but I still want some. So I got a large seasoned potatoes, and I just want that and some ketchup. They're like, heck yeah, we got you. And I go around to the tin. She's like, hey, it's just a minute. We're making them fresh for you right now. We know it's early. Yeah, we're just, if you don't mind. I'm like, I don't mind at all.
Right.
And they were super nice, handed it to me, had the right amount of ketchup in there and everything. I looked it up real quick when I think it was on my way. I was taken to the Richland composting facility or something, taking some stuff. And I was on my way there, and I'm like, you know what? I called him up, and I'm like, hey, is this the manager? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, I just want to tell you, you guys are awesome. You did a good job. I'm sure you never hear this.
Right.
So you guys are awesome. He's like,
there you go.
and then it was kind of cutting in and out, and he's like, hey, can you say that one more time real loud? And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I was like getting mad. I'm like, oh my God, did he not hear me? And I have to say this all again.
You're on the speaker now.
Yeah, he put me on the speaker, and I just told him all. He's like, hey, man, I really appreciate you calling. I'm like, yep. No, thanks for giving great service. So I mean,
Yeah, that's what's up.
So I actually, well, that Taco Bell stuff pissed me off too. I found that out a couple weeks ago. But I did the same thing with like a customer service rep for Best Buy because I was going to go buy my TV and I was going to do the curbside pickup and stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize I was checking out on the app and all that, and my card is expired for Best Buy.
Oh.
And I was like, fuck. So I called them, and I was like, hey, like, is there any way that I can get the new security code and, like, expiration date? Like, I know that's weird. I can verify whatever. She said, we can't do that, obviously. I know that. But she's like, we'll send you a new card. She's like, and you can still get this on your card in the store.
Oh.
Because you'll have your ID, and they'll just charge it to the account. And she's like, but you just can't do curbside. But you can go in. We'll send you a new card. Like, cool, whatever. But at the end, like, because we both worked at StarTech.
Yeah.
And call center stuff is very universal with empathy, with
everything.
Resolution statements, with no long silences, all that kind of stuff.
Personalization.
Yeah. And we were both supervisors. I was a trainer. Were you ever a trainer?
Partial. I was in. Yeah.
I felt like I remembered.
I trained the trainer. I trained the soups. I trained the leads.
Okay. Well, I trained the trainers.
Shit.
But yeah,
I need to train myself on how to speak.
Only 50 more episodes,
It's
and you'll
the
get
microphone.
it. And you yelling. Sorry. But yeah, so at the end of the call, though, I let her know. I was like, hey, I know this is kind of a thankless job, but I've been in your position. I appreciate how well you handled the call and all this. I was like, have a good weekend or whatever. Yeah. But I try to do that for people who, I mean, I'm sure she was faking it and I'm sure she was hating her life.
Yeah.
But she faked it very well.
Yeah.
You're doing your job very well.
Right.
That's all I asked for.
Right.
No, dude, and that's the thing. Like, that shit goes so far.
It really does.
People need to hear that shit, and
it's
I tell
so
that shit
simple too.
It is
because, like, dude, for instance, like when I told you guys that I worked like until 10:30, like my crew worked damn near till about like 9:30, so shortly. But I come in an hour after, right?
Right.
But dude, I tell them every day, like, hey man, thank you, and like throughout the day, like, hey, it's gonna be busy. I appreciate you. Don't get overwhelmed. Shit's gonna get crazy. Like, thank you for what you're doing. Like, keep it up. And I think if they hear that shit, it's gonna motivate them more, and it's gonna make them do more work. And yeah, so people need to hear that, especially when it's spur of the moment.
And yeah, I think it almost goes like a longer way when it's a customer or a stranger or something like that. Because we've all gotten compliments because we're all great workers from like our supervisors and stuff. Like, hey, you're doing great, and we're like, yeah, I know. But no, and you're like, yeah, cool, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
word. But when a customer tells you like, hey, you're the best, or like, I appreciate you or whatever, and you're like, fuck yeah,
validation.
Definitely goes a long way.
True.
You trying to get into your current events / topics / whatever we want to talk about?
Well, there's the first one I had. I came across an article. It was actually on Facebook. It was through the Huffington Post. But HuffPo talks about
better than Huff.
The article title is "My best friend and I are straight married men, and we tell each other I love you."
Okay.
Do you tell other how secure? I mean, we're a little bit different in age. How secure are you guys in like telling your male friends that you love them?
I was hoping you were gonna say we're all a little bit gay.
I love you, bro.
Yeah, love you, bro. No, we say it all the time. Maybe not all the time, but we do say it.
Yeah, I said it. Fuck it.
I ain't
got no shame.
I think it's like an older generation is not okay with that. I'd say like Gen X is probably the one who's probably not huge into that.
I've probably told Baker and Steve and Jerry I love them more than any girlfriend I've ever had. So
fuck it.
I could probably prove that. There's probably I can't prove it.
Don't fucking prove it like that.
I'll prove it. Fuck these. Never mind.
But
I ain't got no shame in that shit. Though.
The article just speaks on like they do that to kind of show their children like what a healthy relationship can look like between two people.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're dudes. It's cool. You can still tell your friends you love them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like love isn't just for family. Love isn't just for a relationship. Love is for like a bond. I feel.
Yeah,
whether it's friendship.
I was gonna say it a little
marriage.
different, but yeah,
I don't
same
fucking
thing.
know how
like,
I was gonna say it.
Well, I was gonna say like love. It doesn't mean like sexual or anything.
No.
You know, like love just means like I care about you a lot, and you know.
I think a lot of it's changed too, because I'd say when I was in school and stuff, that's an immediate "you're gay" type thing.
Well, yeah, I mean when you're in middle school and stuff for sure, but I don't know, like especially because my best friend's who he is. I mean, we've been gay since 6th grade,
Nice.
so we always say if we say if we were gay, we would fuck all the time. So there's that. Like we are perfect for each other, but I just don't like dick. Sorry, and I can't make out with a beard. So those are my only struggles. It's not that I'm opposed to being gay. I just can't do it. So, but yeah, I'll tell my dude friends I love them all the time. I don't care. Yeah. It's all good.
It's good to hear. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping it wasn't like weird or anything.
I tell probably too many people I love them. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's totally cool. Yeah.
All right, this other one it makes me giggle. I love this. A team of designers wants to build an iceberg making submarine to pop out ice babies and combat sea level rise.
What the fuck?
I mean, I guess I get
hold
it.
on. Go. Let me reread that shit.
Baker doesn't understand English.
A team
apparently.
of designer wants to build an iceberg making submarine to pop out ice babies and combat sea level rises.
So
what the fuck?
What it is, you can kind of see their illustration there.
Yeah,
it's these little boats, and what happens
they're just gonna poop ice.
The boats will sink, and as they sink, they fill up with seawater,
right?
And then they will rise again above. A reverse osmosis machine in there will remove it. It's like a desalinator. It'll remove all the salt. Yeah, and then it'll basically freeze that big chunk of ice in these hexagon shapes.
Now they are 82 foot wide, which is
I just saw that shit.
Sorry.
That 16 foot thick.
That makes it better, honestly.
Yeah,
because I'm thinking like
not these tiny little ice makers.
Not necessarily that, but I'm thinking like a 6x6 or something. I'm like,
no.
But yeah, 82 foot wide, 16 foot thick. So yeah, they're definitely.
Now listen,
big.
I don't follow shit like this. So like this next bullet point right here,
we know
the concept could be a way to combat sea level rise and replace ice that's melting at Earth's poles. So is that like a huge issue?
Climate change, bro.
Well, I knew climate change, but
yes, it is because I mean it even
has it been like a huge issue with the ice melting there?
Yeah, stand by. Because it was a team like they won whatever for like second prize in whatever contest they were in.
Oh, the international design competition.
But there's a part in here where it says how fast everything.
Well, yeah.
Melting.
So basically, yeah. If
there we go. Melting ice is what does that say? It's certainly. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Melting ice is certainly a problem in need of a solution. Greenland saw record ice melt last month, and Antarctica is losing ice faster than ever in recorded history. Both Greenland's ice sheet and Antarctica's biggest glaciers are approaching the threshold of irreversible melting.
Well, so yeah, so to kind of dive into this a little more, that's kind of why Katrina way back in the day messed up New Orleans so much, is because New Orleans is actually technically built below sea level.
Correct, and their seawall wasn't updated and wasn't risen to.
Yeah, but my point is with the ice melting, the sea level will rise, and then basically at a certain point, every corner or whatever of each continent, there's going to be more water going up. You know, so
all of your coastline cities could be underwater.
Yeah,
you know they always say stuff like that, but it's getting pretty darn close.
Yeah, it's
the other thing that I thought was funny about this is they had. University of Colorado. Where is it?
10,000 submarines.
Yeah, they want to build 10,000 and ship them out. And what they would do is they would make the ice, which would because ice reflects a lot of the sun's rays, which it bounces that back instead of the ocean, which absorbs it and,
Right.
and heats. So it could bounce a lot of that back. So that's a proposed theory. But the other one was, dang it, where is it on here? Yeah, they're gonna man them. They're gonna make it so it's like a vacation destination too.
Hey,
to where they can like kind of like people are like, what did they call it?
like a hotel stay type thing?
Kind of, but they called it something specific.
Well,
Like
I
it was
mean-
like environmental something. Like
If you're putting out 82-foot blocks, yeah, look at that picture right there. That's a pretty big boat.
yeah,
You know, you can easily
Yeah.
put a hotel room, a kitchen, like a whole thing.
Casino.
right. But
Well,
then
not a
how much?
casino.
I haven't. There was some more at the bottom that I didn't. Yeah, there was some stuff left that I didn't see. But my big thing is like, how are they running? And wouldn't it take a lot of like power to freeze an ice cube that big?
Solar power.
I mean, it didn't
Maybe.
say that.
It might. Imagine if you could book two of them at the same time and then they could connect. Then there's a door in between them. That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
But I thought that was
Yeah, I bet
funny.
you could
the,
do
other,
that.
the other reason I thought this was hilarious because I don't know if you guys watched Futurama, but there's an episode of Futurama where there's a whole thing about they're in the year 3000 and they're like in the 2460s they decided to combat global warming by just dropping a big piece of ice in the ocean every now and then, and they're like, and that fixes global warming forever.
Oh, jeez.
Well, shit, this might with 8 or what?
These
they
giant-
say 1,000 subs that can
Yeah.
I mean,
put out
it
82-foot wide chunks
makes
of ice.
sense. Oh, it looks like
I wonder.
this is from 2019.
Now it says
too.
82
Oh, is it?
foot.
Oh, I just saw it this week.
No, it's all good. It's all
No
good,
shit.
but I'm curious where they are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they've actually built
Huh.
them or anything.
And my
Okay.
thing is, I wonder how long they were, because it only said 82. It said 82 foot wide, didn't it?
82 foot wide. Yeah.
But it's a hexagon, so I think you're going circumference at that point.
no,
kind of.
why you would go from
You're going
corner to
across,
corner. Yeah.
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 Diameter. I mean,
So yeah, it would be 82 foot across.
yeah.
Yeah. 16 foot thick. Yeah. It could help. I don't know the logistics behind it, but it could definitely help.
Here's a dumb guy thought. Like, if you're putting ice in, it's not good. I don't think it's going to change the sea level because you're putting the same amount of matter in the
Yeah.
same, right?
Yeah, but
Or
it
do you,
still
are
will
they going to
because
find a way
it's-
to stack them?
It's
Or-
so think of it this way. Think of like a swimming pool.
right?
So there's a swimming pool, however big it is, 20, 30 foot, whatever, like long or whatever. If you froze it, all of that water would now be in a 8 foot, we'll just say just whatever, an 8 foot block of ice. So you're
the
actually
water expands when it
yeah, if
freezes.
it melts,
Yeah.
yeah, but it would. Well, these are going to compact and stuff, so it's actually going to pull water out and put it into ice on top of the water. So it would actually reduce levels in theory if they could do it at big enough scale, which they can't. But
They gonna try.
it's an interesting concept,
They should just go out there and siphon some of the water.
right?
Everybody start drinking more water.
Yeah, everybody
Right.
drink more water, grab a straw. We're going to go
Uh,
out here and suck some water.
I bet you are.
Get by the glacier, it'll be like an ice cube, a giant floating, a hexagonal ice cube.
Big
You
old
always
drinks.
Because I just got excited about sipping out of a straw in Antarctica.
Yeah, you
That
What
shit
else you got?
fucking
The last
crazy.
thing that I had, it was just one that I came across that I had a lot of hard opinions about, and I knew you guys would too.
Oh, okay.
So, in the Mansfield News Journal, Richland County restaurant inspections, the critical violations report came out.
Okay.
This was a couple weeks ago.
These are always heartbreaking.
So,
Did
the thing-
Charlie's fail again?
No, it didn't. It did not get on
Oh,
here.
sweet.
China Buffet had the most.
Oh, like failures?
Yeah, it has. Let's see.
Which
here.
one's that? Is that the one by Walmart?
Because I only
Yes.
fuck with the one at the
The one-
mall,
The
son.
one by Walmart. This is my favorite one. And they unable to demonstrate knowledge of relationship of food safety and safe and adequate equipment.
Damn.
Yeah,
They
that's-
just asked.
that's
a
kind
new
of a
guy.
big one.
Yeah, come on.
That's kind of a big one.
So they just didn't understand that shit.
Some
Right.
foods on the hot and cold buffet line were held in shallow pans and double pans, pan ceramic plates. temperatures. The food's held in the manner where above 41 degrees in the cold section, and below that, those are all danger areas.
Right.
And below 135 degrees in the hot holding. So that's when your bacteria and everything starts to
Right.
grow.
I do.
But,
always,
I mean, look, this is just all China buffet, all that.
Now this is the one
shit.
like right next to where Play It Again Sports used to be, right?
Yeah.
So this is my
Dude, Rip
favorite
Play It
one.
Again. Yeah,
I haven't been there.
one I always went
forever.
to.
This is
as
my
well.
favorite one. I will tell you, I do always get diarrhea when I leave there, and I will also tell you, I will still continue to go there. Don't give a shit. My body is not a temple.
Well, you will give a shit after you leave.
There were some
Yeah, I
other
give a lot of 'em.
smaller ones.
Daily.
So Chad's Country Meats. I don't know.
I don't
where
even
the
know what that is.
518 Mansfield Lucas Road. Hand washing sink not available. That's kind of
Well, that's
alarming.
kind of disturbing.
It says
That's
it was
fucked up.
corrected during inspection. So
Like you don't have to
Alright.
actually use it, but like have one, you know?
you're right.
I love how it was
Park Avenue
corrected. You
patio?
don't have a hand washing sink,
But it was
but then all of a
corrected.
sudden it was corrected during
Hand
inspection.
washing sink not accessible.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So that shit.
So
was
maybe they
probably
had
the-
it blocked in or
Right.
something like that.
Clearly hasn't been used in a long
Duh.
time.
Let's see. Park Avenue patio. Food not properly protected from contamination by separation of packaging and segregation of critical. They had some kind of basic ones, but these are the things because when they come in, they have to. The big gripe I had with a lot of these is the way they phrase them in there, where you may have like even at McDonald's, if we had the cheese and we set it on top, if we had it there because we were filling the cheese thing. And we got an order, so we throw the bun in first. If they see you do that and the cheese is still sitting there, that could be considered a critical violation
Right.
when all you literally have to do is put it right back underneath the table.
Right.
Yeah.
And, I mean, as long as, like, hot holding times and stuff are being... Food safety is number one
Yeah.
in most places. As long as that stuff's being adhered to, those critical violations and stuff. But if somebody who doesn't know that stuff is reading this,
Right. It sounds so bad.
it's putting on blast. So Subway on Mill Road in Belleville, the one that's in Belleville,
Oh, okay.
that one's got...
Bunch of hillbillies.
Oh, dude, they've got quite a few violations.
I believe it.
Employees are not informed of a verifiable manner in which the responsibility to report information about their health. There's a ton of like.
Well,
that,
okay,
you know
so
what
wait.
that means?
They're
That
coming
means
in with COVID.
they're not telling their employer that they're sick. Is that what that means?
That's part of it, and it's also that also might just mean that they were missing a sign in their break room. But that what it says is
Oh,
not
man.
that, not missing sign in break room. It is
Yeah.
just they're not telling this, that, or the other. That might not be the truth. It's
Yeah.
just the way that. Bless you. And I realize that these have to be worded a certain way, but
Politics, bro.
but once it gets thrown in the freaking Mansfield News Journal,
Right.
it's
That's a death sentence.
it's nuts.
What other are there any
Burger
other
King
which
on Park Ave?
I believe that. I believe that. They're too fast to be clean.
Food not properly protected from contamination and separation of packaging, like we talked about. There's that
Yeah,
one.
whatever.
Oh
it
shit!
says
Because my
corrected during
pies
inspection, so
come
they
in
corrected
its
it.
own box.
But as soon as they walked out, who knows?
Yeah.
Food products and freezers not covered and protected from contamination. Pleasant Hill Golf Course got a ton of violations here.
Who cares about them rich folks?
Taco Bell on Park Ave.
Yeah, I believe
makes
that
sense.
too.
Equipment
They're
food.
slow as fuck.
They're
too.
a bunch of stoners there, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This one's
What-
actually kind of bad. Would make me kind of rethink being there. Equipment, food, contact surfaces, or utensils are unclean. Critical. It says corrected during inspection, but that means they ain't cleaning any of the tongs or scoops or
Dude,
anything.
okay, so my whole thing with this, okay, and I am in the severe minority. I understand that, but my view on these things, like, and this is a very ignorant view, believe me, I know, but like, we were apes, like, like we ate bugs and dirt and just like, I don't think like a little bit of dirtiness is gonna kill me.
But 100% be thankful that we live in the United States for this, that
For
they
sure.
are
Yeah.
regulated.
For
Are you
sure.
kidding me? In any other country,
Yeah.
they just do whatever they want.
But I also look at
There's
it
a
this
line,
way too.
but
Unless it says some shit about like there's some chopped up bodies and they were putting that in instead of the chicken,
right.
I'm probably still gonna eat there because the thing is, it's now on blast. But that shit's been going on for probably God knows how long. You know what I'm saying?
So let me,
And
So
I'm
we've
fine.
already experienced all of that in our
I'm fine.
bodies.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: if you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right, and you put the knife on the sink, not in the sink, but on the sink, because you're like, I might come back for another one, right?
That's a violation.
And then that's a violation right there.
Well, first off,
but then you come back for another one, and you say, you know what? I'm gonna rinse off this knife because it's got to go in the jelly and the peanut butter or whatever. That's not proper rinsing.
Time out.
Because there's no
there's no sanitation.
You don't put it in the same one. You use 2 different knives.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
If you're bougie,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No.
who are you up here to be using 2 knives?
I use 2
Who
different
the
knives.
fuck are you,
Who
bro?
the fuck am I don't like to mix my shit.
You bougie mother. But you're eating it mixed.
Yeah, but I don't like it mixing in the motherfucking the jar.
How often do you eat jelly without peanut butter?
I don't ever eat jelly, so it's just peanut butter going on my bread.
Shit, sometimes when you got toast or you got a roll.
Never. When's the last time you had a biscuit at your house?
A biscuit.
I was gonna say I love the way you
last
said
time I had a
biscuit.
biscuit, I don't know.
Last time you had them there biscuit.
But we do have rolls with our dinner
I can tell
at
you
least 3 times a week.
I can tell you for sure the last time I had a biscuit. Now you hear?
You ain't never had no biscuit
around
unless it
downtown.
was a gravy with it.
That's what I
biscuit.
had today, bro, for lunch. Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, you more had some bitch and gravy.
I hate you. But
The
yeah,
only, the funniest thing is when my dad comes over for dinner or stuff, he just sits there and he just calls out all the health violations that we're doing there. He just sits back and he's just like, violation. I'm like, what now? He's like, you're cleaning containers too close to where you're preparing your food. Like, shut up,
man.
Dad.
gotta love it. Gotta love it.
He'd have a heyday at our house.
See, that stuff's a way better dad joke than the shit that you bring.
Oh, whatever. Your face.
So I actually really like holding our mics. What do you think?
I do too.
Maybe we'll do this more.
Let's do it.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it's nice not to be like trapped by a boom arm, you know?
Yeah.
So
You felt trapped. Like,
Trapped.
dude, can't
kinda.
get out of here.
kinda.
Trapped
It's like
by
I'm
the
sitting-
boom.
I'm sitting here and like the arm's right here and like I can only kind of do so much with it, you know?
Right.
But now I can be like in your face, son. I can be like, "Bah!"
And you still won't.
I will.
You won't.
I'll fuck you up on this ad segment we're about to do.
Pinkies up, bitch.
Nah, son.
That's right. Only real players do that.
So I don't know what's happening. I guess we're gonna close out here. Anything else you want to bitch about before we sign off?
No.
You want to yell more before we sign off?
No.
Sorry, guys. He's just passionate. What?
I didn't say anything.
Good.
Shut your face.
Thank you guys for checking out the show. As always, please subscribe. Please like the video. Share it with a friend. We got the Patreon as well. Patreon.com/AverageAFPodcast.
Word.
Go get some merch. Go subscribe to the Teach a Dummy podcast as well. That's BJ and Tim's podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
It's pretty awesome. Do you want to double up and do double or nothing? See if you listen to that episode this week.
Ooh, yeah.
Go for $20 or nothing.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I wait on giving you
so
your
unsure.
$20 until this?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
So-
we'll probably just call it even next week then.
I was gonna say, let's put it all on the table here. So if you owe him 20, he owes you 10.
Okay, so
and if you doubled up,
but
he
let's
would owe
back
you
up
30.
more. We can back up more because I owe him 80, but he owes me 60.
okay,
So then I owe him 20,
right,
but then he owes me 10.
gotcha.
So then
Means he
I
owes me 10.
owe him 10.
Okay,
But then
if you go double
if
on
you
nothing,
double
on
up,
his best.
yeah, I still or wait, then we would be even, right?
Well, if he doubles it, he would owe you 10.
He would owe me 10.
Right.
Yeah. Because the
Or
first
you
10
owe
would
me
cancel
20.
that. Or I would owe you 20.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So either you're gonna lose 20 or gain 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Cool.
Word.
All right. So pay up next week. Live on the show. Bring
Yeah.
your $10 bill.
I'd show up with cash.
Make sure you
No
got your
credit.
20 on you.
All right. I got PayPal.
Oh, you gonna tell me to bring cash?
Yeah. So.
My daughter be draining my PayPal.
I know she does. But yeah,
Shit.
thank you guys for checking out the episode, and do the normal thing and
You
have a
know?
good night.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Can I do the peace at the end?
That's up to him.
Yeah. Until next week.
Peace.